I wait for video to go. Hi there, everybody. Hi there, everybody. It's R G Jubilee here to show you something fun to do. We all have to be indoors, and because of this coronavirus thing, so it doesn't mean we all have to not do nothing. If you're an artist, or if you're not an artist, if you want to sew, even if you don't know how to sew, if you like to make toys, and if you got kids, let your kids come see this too. This is for parents, adults, kids, for everybody. Even the old, the young, it doesn't matter what age you are, we could all have fun. I'm going to show you how to make these little bird characters. I call these my little tweets. These are carnals. I'll be showing you in another video how to make the carnal. I would show you also how to make a blue jay, but this will be another video, a separate one. Each one of these is different, and I'm going to show you how to make each one. I'm going to show you how to make an owl. Who are you? And a dove of love. The owl and the dove will be in a separate video as well, each one separately. Today is the first introduction, and I'm going to show you how we start this off. I'm going to make a whole new bird today, being we all hot, and it's very hot outside. And let's think cool. And what kind of bird shall we think of? Why don't we make a new one called a penguin? If you like the movie Happy Feet, or any kind of penguin, I'm going to make a wobbly over here. Whatever you want to name it. Well, this is the penguin that we're going to make. The first step to make a stuffed animal like this is to first sketch out what you want to do. Then, of course, it takes a couple hours of trial and effort to figure out how to break it apart, make a pattern. In another video, I guess I'll show you how to make patterns as well. That's going to be a little more technical. I had to see how I can lay out canvas for that one. But I'll figure this all out as steps go by, because I'm going to do a lot of arts and craft things with you guys. This is one I'm going to show you how to do today, which is the penguin. Now, this I didn't make yet. This is all new to me, too. So we're going to make a new toy together. I already made this. I made this carnal bird first. And passed these out as Christmas presents to all my friends at church. And they all loved them. And I put a little tag on it that was handmade by R G Jubilee. And these are my little tweets. Now, if anybody wants to buy one of these, I'm going to try to see if I can sell them on Amazon and see how I can price it out. And, I'm probably going to try to keep the price down as like $20 if I can. Because I got to pay shipping fees, and this, that, and all. But, I got to make sure it's feasible. So, but you know what? It's better for you guys to make it yourself. So I'm going to show you how to make these things so you can make them for Christmas presents for everybody. Okay, now let me move all these little tweets out of the way so I can get started. Get it? Tweets? The reason why I call these little tweets, if you give them to your friends, you make them for your friends, and you make little tags, you can tweet a little message on them. It's up to you what you can do. You can decorate them if it's Christmas time. That's what I do. Well, let's move these tweets out of the way so we can tweet on to crafts. Okay. Pardon me if I talk funny because I don't have my top teeth yet. And I'm going to have to wait until the coronavirus is finished so I can get my dentures that are being worked on. Can't wait to smile back at you. Right now I look funny, I know. Well, this is the pattern to make the penguin. I'm going to try to show it on this computer where you can freeze your frame and you can print this out. I'm trying to get it centered so you can get to see it good. And it's hard to do this because I have a computer that I have to use because the other one don't work and this one only has a good microphone. So if you can print this picture out, when you trace it and enlarge it, this is your pattern that you need to use. I'm going to hold it up here for a while so you can get a good shot. And I'm trying not to shake. Take a photograph of it too with your camera. And you can always enlarge it to any size you want. Okay, once you copy this pattern and put it on paper, let me explain to you what this pattern is. Okay, now, this is the belly, the front of the penguin. This is the face area. This piece would be made white. This is the foot. This would be made yellow. This is the beak. This would be made yellow. You got to cut one of these, two of these, and two of these. This is the back of the body, and this is black. You cut two of these. This is the top of the head. You make this black. You cut one of these. These are the wings. You cut two of these of the body plush, and if you want to line it, you could make another two with the lining. You could use felt, you could use black felt, black fabric, anything you want to line it with. But I use a furry black plush for the body, the head, and the wings for the top part. I'll show you the plushes I use. After you have the pattern, you pick out your plush. I used felt, yellow felt for the beak and the feet. I used this nice, soft, fuzzy fabric, which is like a plush, but it's more of a fabric. You can use plush, you can use felt, you can use anything you like, but I like this because it looks like the feathers for a penguin, and it's got that penguin texture. Beware, this is a messy fabric to work with. Get fuzz up your nose, so be careful when you cut with that. I got the nine I used for the belly. I used white plush. See, this is white regular low pile plush. It's not fuzzy like the other one. It's more of a smoother plush. You can also use white felt if you don't have plush. You can make this out of felt as well. Whatever fabric you got, you can use the fabric, but the fabric don't come out as good as if you make it out of felt or out of plush. If you really want to get a nice fluffy looking bird, plush is always the best. And of course, I lined the underwings with a piece of black felt. Black felt you can buy anywhere. This was a yard. Okay, now let's get going. With the after you cut your pattern out, with your beak and your foot, you would with a pen, you would put your pattern down, and I pre-did this already, and you would trace it onto your felt, the 2 feet and the 2 beaks. And then you can, I use this nice little scissor, sharp scissor, and you just cut them out. Now, if a kid's doing this, let mommy cut these out for you if you don't know how to cut and if mommy don't want you to use scissors. So you cut them out. One beak. Let's see. Two beaks. One foot. Two feet. I usually save all the scraps instead of throwing them away because you can use these as stuffing also to stuff inside your toy if you don't got stuffing. I save a whole bunch of scraps of fabric and you can use this as stuffing. If you don't have stuffing, you can stuff your bird with scraps of fabric. That's why I save everything. I recycle everything. So it's good to save, right? You save money that way. Okay, now I cut out the same thing I did with the wing pattern. I cut out 2 pieces of wings for my felt for my lining. Now I got to cut 2 pieces of wings out of the furry stuff, which I've done already. I pre-cut them. Make sure when you cut the fuzzy stuff, you make opposites. You put the fuzzy on one side, fuzzy on the other side. You don't cut two the same, because if you do, you'll have a problem. The way I do that so you don't make a mistake is when you cut the first one out, you can mark the back of your pattern with a check mark, so you know you did that side. Turn your pattern around and cut your next one out. Let me show you how I did that, because you can't really trace around black. You're going to say, now how did I cut that out without tracing it? Because you can't trace on black unless you got a white marker. Let me show you how I do that. I get the black piece of black fur fabric, and I get the pattern. Now here's what I mean. I put a check mark on this side because I already cut one out. See, in this direction, which is opposite of the check mark, if you notice that. That's because you're cutting it from behind. So it'll always be opposite. Now, for me not to cut two the same sides out, I put a check mark on the pattern. So now, so I don't make a mistake and I don't cut two the same, the check mark on the pattern, as you can see here, goes face down on the next piece of fabric. And then I would get some pins. Now, I would check how my fur is going. Some furs you gotta, if you want to keep the fur going in the right direction, you put it down. Usually there's a lining inside the fabric that has lines here, and it shows you the direction too. Then you'll put your pattern down. I always try to put it where I can save fabric. I don't like wasting fabric. I use every scrap if I can. Because fabric's expensive. So that's how you do it. And then you get some pins. Let me move these pieces I cut already. I like using pins like this that has a head on it. See these little heads? Just so you don't lose them. They'll fall on the floor. And they drop them, you can find them. They don't go up your feet later on. And I simply, see if I can do this on the camera. I simply pin the pattern down. Let me do that and I'll show you how it looks. And you do it on a flat surface so it don't wrinkle the fabric. Make sure your fabric lies flat too when you do this. And you don't get bumps on it. And it doesn't crinkle up on you so you don't cut it out of shape, So I would pin about 3 pins to actually hold this pattern down. See, like that, see? And you see, there's no check mark on it because the check is facing the back of the fabric. This is the back of the fabric, the shiny side. This is the top of the fabric, the fuzzy side. Now, with fur fabric, you got to be careful that you don't snip the hair. Now, that's a very, shall we say, it takes time to figure out how to do that without cutting up the hair. So I usually use a tiny scissor, which like this, or you can use a razor blade. Parents you could use a razor blade. You can cut it with a X-Acto knife if you want, or you can use a very sharp little tiny scissor like this. This is a little hair trimmer, and hair trimmers work best. And then you try to go into the fabric, kind of like fish your scissor through, and very carefully, small little snips. What I'm doing here, that's how to hold it up and show you. Small little snips. You cut very carefully around. You may cut some hair, but that's no big deal because it doesn't make too much difference. But the best thing is to try not to cut too much of hair if you can. Little snips always work. Gotta do this. I gotta be careful, don't get my finger to it at the same time. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to snip it. I'm showing you how I'm doing this. Hard to show you how I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure it out. There we go. See, I'm cutting it out and then cutting it like that so you get the nice fuzzies. You know, see how the edges look when you snip it right. You try to keep your fur as much as you can. You want that fluffiness to look. You want it to look like it has feathers. And then you just snip very carefully around your pattern. Let me finish cutting this out off the picture because it goes faster when I'm on a. It's easier to do it on a flat surface like I'm doing. If I had better technology and had the money for it, I would have a multi-camera system where I can do this, but I have to make do with what I got. And I'm blessed. I do what I could do. My old computer before my other videos, my sound quality was terrible because my computer was dying. And I figured, let me try this Chromebook I have that I go online with and see if I could do live videos with it, see how the audio works because I didn't know if it would work. It did. So much to my surprise, it worked. So you can hear what I'm saying. I don't sound like anymore. That was terrible. I could take it. That's why you didn't see me do a lot of videos because I didn't really have anything to work with. I didn't want to work with something you couldn't hear what I had to say. Didn't make a video if you didn't hear what I was saying. But then I cut out the pieces, see? And this fabric is very messy, so it was all over the place. So I got the two pieces of body, see, opposite of each other. See, that's how you won't make that mistake. And each has a slit where the wing goes. So I got that part done. Let me get all the fuzz out of the way. Go up my nose. Too fuzzy. And after you finish cutting out your pieces, make sure you don't lose your pattern pieces. Always put them together so you don't lose them. And I put them in a safe place so you can use them again. I also cut the top of the head out, which is this piece. Actually goes this way. That's black. You just need one of those. Now, with the white belly, I get a piece of the white plush. Look how my fur is going. It's going down that way. So I'll put my body going like that because I want the fur going down. That looks good there. And then what I will do with my pen on this one, because I can see it, I would trace the pattern. You see, if you can see, I traced the pattern. So I just have to cut it out. I cut it the same way as I did the black, so don't cut up the hair. Short little snips. Okay. Scrap it. Okay. Now in the center here where you got the hole for the beak, just fold it back a little. Do a little tiny snip in the center. And then stick your scissors through. And then, as you can see, stick your scissors through. And then cut around the edge. Let's see, cut around the edge. When I show you the other birds in my other videos, I'm going to already have everything pre-cut. And I'm just going to show you how to sew them together. I'm going to show you the pattern. This one, I'm showing you how to cut them so that you know how to do the other videos I'm going to show in the future. You see, so it's a way to figure things out. Now that we cut out all our patterns, make sure we put all our pins away. Close our pin box so we don't spill them all over the floor. Because nobody wants to get a pity foot. I tell you one thing, that sure don't feel good. That's for sure. Now we're ready to do the sewing. Yay! We're going to sew the penguin. I would use either black or white thread for the black and the white parts of the penguin. That makes sense, right? Black or white penguin. Or you can use nylon thread that you don't see the thread. Whatever you have, whatever you want to use. That part's up to you. I would first start with sewing the two wings together. Step one is to get one wing and one lining. The furry side of the wing, see the fuzzy fuzzies, or these fuzzy wuzzies? Put the lining part on top of the fuzzy wuzzies. And then get your black thread on a needle. Now, I use a straight stitch on all these. This makes it easier. Everybody knows how to do a stitch like that. It's the easiest one. And if you want to sew this on a machine, you can. If you want to sew the stitch where you go around and around and around, you can. Whatever stitch you feel comfortable, whichever way you want to sew it. One thing is make sure you push your fur in the lining. See, you gotta push your fur inside the lining. And then, you start this, take your needle. Let me show you easy stitch. You take your needle, see what I'm doing? And you just make you go in. See if I can get to show. I gotta go away to the camera. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out to show it to you. You can go in, out, like that with the needle, and then you pull it through and you do a couple stitches at a time. That's how I sew the whole toy. It's almost like a basting stitch, but it's tiny little ones, like the way a sewing machine would sew it. But you make them tiny. See how it looks? Kind of. And that's how I sew the whole toy. So let me sew these wings up. You can watch me sew the wings up. Get your wings and get sewing if you got them by now. Let's get flapping. Well, as I'm doing this, I'll tell you a little story. Okay, as I'm sewing. All the kids gather around. I got a cute little story. It's about a little froggy. Well, I have also an animated video on my YouTube channel called Little Froggy. But, let me tell you about this little story about Little Froggy. One day in the pond, it was springtime like it is now, and all the tadpoles were being born. We had toad tadpoles and we had frog tadpoles. There's a difference between a frog and a toad, Toads were land animals mostly. They lived on the land. They had tiny little legs, and they did not know how to hop so high. They weren't the best jumpers. They didn't jump high. Toads have some short legs. There's no way they could jump and put a basketball in a basket hoop. You know what I mean? When you play basketball, you got to be a good jumper, right? To get a good jump start on that one. So the little toadies, we're the best hoppers. And all the frogs always made fun of toadies. They said, you don't know how to hop. You're not part of our hopping team. Frogs were the pros at hopping, They were able to hop very high and high in the sky. They could jump over anything. They can get out of danger so easily. And this made the toads feel left out. They weren't even invited to join with the frogs in their little froggy games, like hopping and jumping and all stuff. So toads will always look down with the frogs. So one day during spring, as the frogs and toads lay their eggs, It was time for the hatchlings to come on out. Now, we all know frogs and toads all start their life as little tadpoles. Funny little squiggly things, with big long tails. They were wiggling around, swimming. All the frogs hatched, and they were having a good time. All the toads hatched, and they were having a good time. Let me tell you the difference about frogs and toads. Even toad tadpoles start out tiny. Toad tadpoles are most smaller in size, most species. Now, I'm not saying every species, there's lots of different kinds. But most of the common toads, their little tadpoles are so tiny that you barely could see them. They're so tiny. A frog tadpole, like a leopard frog and a bullfrog, those tadpoles are kind of big and huge compared to the toadies. So as even at birth, the frogs had a head start. They were fast swimmers and they were bigger. So they kept pushing the poor little toad tadpoles out of the way. And they swam and swam and swam. During this time, as the little hatchling tadpoles were swimming together, a little frog tadpole called Little Froggy. Now, I'm going to tell you why he's called Little Froggy as the story goes on. Little Froggy is a very special little tadpole froggy. At this time, little froggy tadpoles don't have arms and legs, so there's no way of knowing how they're going to look as they grow up at this point. But little froggy was a good close friend with a tadpole called Prophecy. Prophecy, she was a pink little tadpole. She was a sweet little girl, and she always liked little froggy. She liked the way little froggy swam and swiggled around, and they always used to have little froggy races in the water, and they were good friends from the start. They were the closest friends as can be. So as little Froggy and little Prophecy got together, they were having a good time. Now, as they were growing, now frogs, when they grow, they start growing little feet in the back first. Their back legs start coming out. And those little legs that come out in the back, first start as little tiny itty bitty teeny weeny feeties in the back. If you ever saw a tadpole back legs growing, you'll see these little tiny cute little baby feet coming out in the back. And I was saying, oh look, we get the feet already. Oh, how cute, we got our feet. So they got their little feet growing. And the little tiny tadpoles were growing around, having a good time. They're enjoying themselves growing up. Then, after their feet came out, the legs started growing. And they started getting long. They started getting longer. But there was something different about little Froggy's feet. His feet never got long. There were these little tiny, flippery, tiny little feet that never got any legs. They were little tiny little nothing feet. They were like little flip-flops. When you have two little flip-flops or those scuba flippers when you go swimming, the little frog feet slippers. Well, that's what it looked like. He had little tiny feet, but they didn't have no legs. But that didn't bother Prophecy. She still loved him. Then her arms, her front legs start coming out. Once a tadpole starts growing its front legs and they start popping out, the little tadpole, after its front legs come out, it comes out through its gill holes. The moment that a frog tadpole front legs come out, they're going to start to see a whole new world. Immediately, they got to go up to the surface. Instead of breathing oxygen out of the water, they got to breathe their oxygen in the air. So they got to hop up out of the water so that they don't drown. Well, all the frogs had no problems. Even the little toadies had no problems. Prophecy hopped up and said, come on, Froggy, let's come. But little Froggy was having a problem. He didn't have legs to jump out of the water. Prophecy said, oh, I'll help you. So Prophecy helped little Froggy to get out of the water. So little Froggy got out of the water and wobbled as he tried to walk. That Prophecy was hopping along so fast, but little Froggy couldn't hop at all. And and little Froggy couldn't understand why he couldn't hop. How he was hopping, but he was falling down and hopping and falling down. Well, time went by, and little Froggy's feet just never got big. He was always laughed at. There was the frog contest day. It was frog hopping jumping test day. And all the frogs were gathering around. Oh, yeah, we had Gus, the one who was in charge, the big African bullfrog. Yeah, African bullfrogs have little tiny legs too, but they hop high, pretty high, higher than a toady. They're still bigger. They're big mouthed frogs, and they know how to hop as well. And so does all the other frogs. There was a whole bunch having fun, and it was a jumping contest. Who could jump the highest? And Prophecy said, "Come on, little froggy, let's jump." So the coach got all the frogs together to see who was the best jumper. And when it came to little Froggy's turn, he couldn't get up at all. He wasn't able to hop. They all made fun of little Froggy. They thought he was a toad trying to be a frog. But little Froggy said, "I am a frog. I'm not a toad." And before they did this game, and before they found out little Froggy couldn't hop, there were two toadies that really wanted to play along. Was Billy Bob and I forgot the other guy's name. It's been a while since I wrote this story, but there was one I called Billy Bob after my Billy Bob the Bear. I had to use that name because I kind of like that name. And I had another one. The other one was Bully. That was his name. He was a big bully, and he was a bully toad. And he's looking at the little frog. They wanted to join in with the other froggies, but they got pushed out because they weren't able to hop. The coach said, "You're toads. Game is just for frogs. You can't hop high like us frogs. You can't be part of our team." So they were left disappointed. So they wandered off. But when little Toady had to hop, a little Froggy had to hop, they thought he was a toad trying to get in the game. And fortunately, he was a frog. And everybody made fun of him. And he left sad and depressed. But little Prophecy said, "Don't worry, little Froggy. Don't listen to them. I still love you. You're still special to me. Come on, cheer up." So Prophecy and little Froggy were the best of friends, and they were together. And I'm going to pause at the story at this moment to show you what the next step is, and then we'll continue. Now, of course, the story I'm telling you right now is the full detail story. When I did the animation, I did a simple short one. Because if I did the full one, it would have been too long to do, and it was. I made a shorter version of it. But I'm giving you the full story now. So don't go away. I'm just showing what to do. Now, after you did your two wings, which I just did, and you knotted them, you turned them. So you got to turn them inside out. As one wing with fuzzy. See the fuzzies on the outside? I got to pull out the hair. See, this is what happens when you can't get. So when I was telling the story, I wasn't watching what I was doing. Then we got to pull out the wing, and then that's the lining in the back. You see how it looks? It's a fuzzy wing. And now let me turn the other one. Okay, fuzzy wuzzies. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's the other way. Now on the body, you can take your half a body, See this side of the body. Let me show you the shape. You got the slit here. This is the front of the body. And this is the back of the body. I show you in the back. I show you. This is the back. This is the front. You go to your fuzzy side. Now you get your wing. See the wing? This is the back of the wing. This is the front of the wing. Fuzzy side out. Fuzzy side out. You sew your wing this way onto your body piece. Where this little notch is, you sew the wing into this space in here. And you tack them on like that. And when you sew it, your back of the wing has got to be where the back of the tail is. See what I'm doing? So we're going to sew these on and continue with Little Froggy. We first get a drink. My glasses are getting in the way. Here we go. I guess everybody's enjoying this, right? Give me likes and let me know. After I'm through the video, I'll go check it all out. Right now I'm doing it live, so I can't really see that. Okay, I gotta see this and tell you the story, and I'll get back to some of you afterwards, okay? Let's see. Now the trick is to get the fuzzies, not to get tangled when you're sewing this. Sometimes it helps put a pin in there. If you're not, a pin would hold it in place. If you don't know how to hold it in place, if you got all this fur you have to turn, a pin across here would help. But I don't have to do that. But some of you may want to. This is the little tidbit. And like I said, this is very fuzzy. Well, let's get back to Little Froggy. The next day, Little Froggy was in the garden. Very sad. Not feeling happy. Saying, why don't I have any legs? I have these little flipper feet, and I can't even hop. I could barely walk. I can't even hardly swim. Prophecy always has to help me out of the water. And I'm in there, and if she's not there, I gotta be careful I don't drown. Who heard of a frog that can't get out of the water and swim and hop? At this time, the stork came down, and he was saying, "Hey, what's the matter, Little Froggy? Why are you looking so down? You see, I can't hop. What's wrong with me? I got no legs. No, I just got these flippery feet. Oh, let's see. Let me take a look-see around and see what the problem may be. The front end of you looks kind of fine. The back end looks good. You're a mighty fine little frog. You're so cute. Oh, yeah, I see your problem. Yep, you don't got no legs. You just got those slippery feet. No wonder you can't hop. Okay, well, that's a problem. Well, you gotta do the best you can. Have feet. One day, maybe your legs will grow, and you will be able to hop high. The Lord will help you through this. Here's my answer. Well, I had to go right now, so Bye. So as the stork flew, the wind of his flap of his wings kind of blew little Froggy backwards into the water. He fell down the hill and splashed into the water. Prophecy was not there, nowhere to help him out. And he was like, oh, I stuck. I'm stuck in the water. I can't get out. Somebody please help me. Oh, Lord, please send somebody to help me, he cried. At this time, Billy Bob and Bully Toad, that was thrown and kicked out of the Froggy group, came by and saw little Froggy struggling to get out of the water. And little Froggy saw the toadies and said, oh, little toadies, can you help me? Please, can you help me get out of there? Please help me. The toads turned around and said, we are toadies, and you are frogs. Frogs don't like to do anything with toadies. Frogs say they don't want to have nothing to do with toadies. So I guess us toadies don't want to have anything to do with you froggies. Bye. So the little toadies just hopped off and hopped away. And the little Froggy was left all by himself, struggling. And like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And as the toadies hopped away, they were face to face in danger. Because Connie, the Cano, flew down and saw toadies, and Canos love to eat toadies. So the Cano flew down, and toadies came. Those two toadies hopped right in front of the Cano bird. And she said, toadies, yum, toadies. I think lunch came early this time. The toads were scared and said, oh no, help, we're going to be bird food. Oh, please, birdie, don't eat us. We're not tasty. And then the colonel goes, why should I not eat you? Toads. After all, you left that poor frog in the water trying to fend for himself, and you want me to save you? I should just eat you up. Oh, if you spare our lives, we'll be kind to the frogs. You see, they didn't want to have anything to do with us, and we just acted out of, we should have. Okay, I tell you what, toadies, I'll spare your lives, but you gotta be good to the froggies, no matter what they say. Is this a deal? Yes, Connie. Yes, please help. Please. We won't be mean to the froggies anymore. We'll be nice. Okay. You promise. Well, you go on. I'm gonna take care of the froggy. So little Connie the Colonel came on over and helped little Froggy out of the water. They became very good friends. So Connie bursted out in a little song, and they became good friends. And little Froggy said, thank you, Connie, for getting me out of that water. If it wasn't for you, I would have been a goner. And the Colonel said, oh, you see, I'm trying to sew and do my story at the same time. Please forgive me, I got a little mixed up. Hold a second, let me get this wing going. And I'm doing two things at the same time, actually three things at the same time. I am making a toy and showing you how to sew it. Now I'm sewing wing number 2 on. And I am telling you a story at the same time. So to keep me occupied so it don't just watch me sew a toy. Okay, now let's get back on. Little Froggy goes, thank you, Connie, for saving me. What am I going to do? I have these little flippery feet. and I can't do anything. I can't hop. I can't jump. I can't swim. I'm not really a frog, am I? Oh, you're a beautiful little froggy. Oh, good little froggy. You're a beautiful froggy. God's created you special. One day you're going to do something real special. All you have to do is have a little faith. Grow into faith. One day your legs may grow. Just have faith. The Lord will give you some legs. Just have faith. Keep up. Keep happy. Keep positive. Don't be sad. Don't be shy. Don't let people put you down. You got a great friend. Prophecy likes you so much. I've seen from above all the beauty that you are. You both are in love. I've seen it from the start. You got a good friend. Keep up with prophecy. She'll take care of you. And pray and have faith. Because one day you're going to be special. God made you special. You're a special little froggy. And then she bursted out into a song. And the song was, little froggy, you can do it. Little froggy, hop right to it. Little froggy, you can do it. One day you'll fly and jump very high. Oh, one day you will reach the sky, and I will tell you why. Whoa, little froggy, just have a little faith, and the Lord will bless you. Little froggy, you will see everything coming good. You are a cute little one. The Lord's got good plans for you. Just look up to the sun. Oh, little froggy, you can do it. Little froggy, hop right to it. Little froggy, you can do it. You can hop high, high in the sky. Little froggy, you know you can shine so high. Yeah. So this encouraged little froggy and kept him happy. And he was singing that song all day, and he shared it with prophecy. And Connie flew off happily, and they were the best of friends. Well, there's another chapter to the story, and I'm going to show you the next step in putting this toy together because I've finished putting the little wingies on the old penguin. You see, there's one here and one there. One to go flapping along the way. Now, here goes the white thread. Yeah, we got out of the black for now. Let's get into some white thread. I'm going to thread the needle. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to get this little needle going here. And there. Okay, now, excuse me, got some. Oh, I got some plush in my. Take this. Hold on, let me get a drink. Try not to get plush dust in your mouth. It's not so good. Hold on a second. These glasses get in my way when I drink. There we go. Ooh, the black fur is very fuzzy. I like this fabric, but I don't like the mess it makes. It's all over my floor. You can see them. You guys see my floor. It looks like shedding season. Look at my mouth. Oh, I must have picked up. Okay, back to the sewing. You get your two pieces of beak now, and you put them together. Try see when you got your pencil marks or your pen marks, face them outside so they don't show when you turn. And around the edge, the perimeter of the beak, we'll sew that. So let me sew that. And you sew it like that. And I think I tried the wrong needle, but that's okay. This was supposed to be the black thread needle. uh, but it's working. I'm doing my little stitch on here. Now, after you sew the beak, I'll show you as I'm telling you. I know you want to see the rest of the story. Yeah, I kept you in suspense. All right, little froggy, ribbit, ribbit. Let's get out to the rest of the story. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, fuzzy fuzzies. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right, I'm going to sew this up and let's continue the story. Okay, so Little Froggy and Prophecy were having a good time. After Little Froggy shared the song with Prophecy, she went her way. She had to go and do something. So Little Froggy was happily hopping along, singing the song, and looking up and praising the Lord and telling my that I'm going to be special. I'm going to be special. One day I'm going to do something special. So he had a great attitude now. He wasn't sad anymore. He knew he was going to be special. He was made special. He was different from all the other frogs. And he felt good about himself. He was uplifted. He was happy. He was hoppy happy. Even though he couldn't hop high, he was hoppy happy. And then all of a sudden comes this big bobcat. A nice old big cat coming out of the bush. And he was looking for something to eat. Tom the big boy, this old tomcat bush cat, yeah, he was looking for toadies to eat and froggies. He liked eating toadies and froggies. See, he was going yum, yum, yum. I'm looking for some froggies. I'm looking for some toadies. I'm looking for some yummy, 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 yummies. So he came walking around. The two toads, Bully, and Billy Bob, they were being nice. They were being very good toadies. They didn't say anything bad about the frogs. Even if the frogs didn't want them around, they were still happy. They watched the frogs from a distance and enjoyed watching them, even though they still weren't invited in the group. But still they're watching them and they having a good time. So as they hopped away after watching them, they wound up hopping in the wrong spot. Tom was coming by, the old bobcat, and the little toadies were hopping in the other direction towards him. And the bobcat saw it was like, toadies, yum, yum. Nice, big, fat, plump, juicy toadies. I'm going to have these yummy, yummy toadies with lunch. So he was coming close. Little Froggy turned around and saw the noise in the bush and saw that the toads were in danger. The two bully toads that almost left him to drown and die, he saw that the two toadies were facing near death as well. I'm going to stop for a second. After you sew your beak, just turn it inside out. I know, suspense, huh? Yeah, being in a suspense spot. What's going to happen, right? What's going to happen to these frogs and toads, huh? What's little froggy going to do? Ooh, yes. Now, get your body fuzzy side out. I find it easy to put the turned beak through the hole. See? And push through. See the seam where the mouth goes? See what I did? Where the seam where I sewed the mouth? Let me turn it right. It's got a black bow over. Hold on, let me fix it. See, you put the beak in the in the hole. Put the seam going across because that's his mouth. And from behind, you pick your fabric. Now I'm going to do a loop stitch on the beak because it's easier to do the loop stitch when you're doing this tight spots. I use the loop stitch for inside here. And you would do the loop stitch like this. It's around and around. And you just keep going all around. See? So a couple and I'll show you. Sometimes a little black fur gets in there. It's all over the place. See? Going around and around, and I'm sewing it in like that. I'm making the stitches big so you can see them on the video. There you go. You can do small, do them big, however you want to do them. I leave the sewing up to you. Unfortunately, you can't sew that on the machine. You got to sew by the loop hands. You got to sew by hand this part because it's small. Okay, let's get on with the froggies. So little Froggy sees that the toads are in danger. Now, you think little Froggy would just walk away, those toads deserve it. If you were full of the spirit and you were angry and you let your anger get the best of you, most people will just leave them to be lunch for the cat. But little Toady had a heart. He knew that he was special. He knew that Connie helped him, and he knew that he was special. And to be special, you can't just leave even your enemies to die. You have to do something special. You got to do something. Anything. And he was like panicking. Oh no, those toadies, those poor little toadies. See, he said poor little toadies because he knew those toadies needed some love. They didn't have love from the group of frogs. That's why they turned away from him. He understood. So little Froggy said, "Oh, but what can I do? I can't hop. I can't help him. How am I going to help those toadies?" And the cat is getting closer and closer. And little Froggy is panicking and said, "Lord, how can I help those little toadies?" And so he's panicking and he's saying, "How am I?" And all of a sudden, he took a leap of faith. He said, "I have got to try a hop and get there to save him and scare the cat away so I can save those little toadies." All he cared about is to save the toadies. He didn't care about his own life. He wanted to save the toadies. He wanted to be the special frog that Connie told him that he'll be. And he wanted to do a good thing, a good deed for the Lord. Because the Lord made him special, and he knew he was special. So by faith, he took a leap of faith, a strong leap of faith. And as he jumped up with all his might, his legs started to grow and get big and grew out all the way. And he jumped right on top of that tomcat's head, and he scared him. The cat fell down the hill and got knocked out. And little Froggy hopped away happily with a big hop, a high hop, back to the toads. And the toads said, "You little Froggy, you saved our lives. And we didn't even save yours. And look, your legs have grown." Little Froggy was so happy. He said, "I got my legs." And he jumped up higher for joy. And he said, "God blessed me. Oh, it just took faith. That's what it took to grow. I had to grow into my faith." And the little toads were so happy and said, "Little Froggy, can you forgive us?" And little Froggy said, "Sure, toadies. You're part of my family. Come on. I'm going to clear this nonsense up once and for all. Come, toadies. You're going to be, from this time on, you little toadies are going to be like us froggies. Because I was in the same boat as you. They made fun of me when I couldn't hop. And I don't think it's fair that you can't be part of our group because you can't hop. I'm going to show them that I can hop, and you can be part of the group as well. Come." And the toadies followed little Froggy. Little Prophecy said, "Oh, wow, look at you. Your legs grew, little Froggy. You are big and beautiful. I knew you were going to get your legs. I knew it. And little Froggy said, yeah, but why you got those two toadies with you? Because these are my friends, he said. So he wanted to have them in the group. He told Gus, look at me. Look, I can hop high. You made fun of me because I couldn't hop. You thought I was just a little frog, a little toad, just like these toadies. So what? We can't all hop high. Doesn't mean we can't be part of the same group. We can't be all friends. Come on. I saved these guys from a big bad cat that could have gotten all of us. So come on. Let's invite these toadies to be part of our group. Gus was overwhelmed with joy and said, little Froggy, you did a mighty good thing. It took a lot of faith to do what you've done. I don't think any of us Froggies would have done what you have done. You know what? You are part of the group. And yes, Toads, from this time on, you Toadies, all of the Toadies everywhere, us frogs won't look down on any Toads. We'll all be united as one big family. Come on, let's all hop high and join into the group. We could all have all kinds of hopping lessons. Let's all share the joy of the Lord together. Let's all sing and song. Let's all be together. Let's have fun. And from this day on, frogs and toads, they were all happy together for generations to generations. And none of the toads were looked down ever again. And little Froggy, well, he became famous. Froggy and Prophecy got together, and they had babies of their own. Would you believe it? One of the little babies grew up with little flippy feet, just like little Froggy. And I guess the story goes on. Well, that's the story of little Froggy. My dog has been barking in the background. I hope you hear me. There's people making noise outside with drills and stuff. And Precious, I want to show you my little doggy. Let me see if I can get her. Precious, aw, yum, yum, yum. Come here, little Precious. You want to see a cute little Pomeranian? Come here, Precious. Precious, come on. Come on, I'm live on video. Come here, Precious. Precious. Hey, we can't have this noise. I'm on live on a video. Whoa. See this doggy? This is my doggy. Little Precious. He's a cute little doggy. Oh, little doggy. That's my little friend. Yeah, that's my little fuzzy friend. Yeah, see, we're on TV. We're actually on YouTube. We're on R G Jubilee channel. Look at you. You're on the show. If you'll be a good doggy and stay nice like you do, let's see if little puppy could stay over here. But she'll be quiet. She could be in the picture. And we can make toys together. Okay, let's see. You be a good girl now. Okay, don't block the screen. See, we're on TV. Well, because someone on Big Stone. And you can watch my little doggy have fun as I'm sewing this beak. I'm trying to work this fast because I don't want to be here all day. When I should make the other videos, all these steps that I'm doing now will be already done on the other toys. I'm just going to show the difference and show up the different patterns. It's basically almost the same thing. It's just that different fabrics and different patterns were used, slightly different. But basically the sewing is the same. Okay. Now that you got your beak on the white piece, see? I sewed the beak on. It's on the white piece. See down here on the bottom where you got like a V shape? That's where we put our feet. See these feet? We put these feet on there. And we'll try to put the pencil mark on the bottom part of the foot, like a face down. So to do that, the part of the foot where your pencil mark don't show, your pen mark don't show, this is the top. Make it face the fur like that. And you'll see your feet we'll sew on like that. So I will sew one foot on. Oh, doggy is licking me arm as I'm sewing. She's licking my arm as I'm sewing. Does that arm taste good? Okay. All right. Sit down. Come on. Nom, nom. Nom, 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 nom. And now we get the other foot, do the same thing, and put the, don't knock everything down. Doggy. Well, hold on a second. Little doggy, you're making a mess here. Little doggy. I really don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I had everything all on the table, just I had to rearrange. Okay, she's okay there. If I don't do that, she'll be barking and won't be able to hear what I'm saying. Now, here, I put the next foot right here, see? And then we stitch this one on. I guess, yeah. I make it laughing about this. Let's see. I see people are talking. Fluff Town. Yeah, I guess it is Fluff Town. It's a pom pom town. So somebody say Fluff Town. I'm looking at some of the things, and somebody saying wow, and I can't really make out all the names because my glasses don't see that far away, but I see some people chatting in on here. Thank you, everybody. I see you saying I'm going to read all that when after I finish. Do that. You also could add me some more emojis. I like the froggy emoji. That was kind of cute. Yeah. Chris, what's it say, Chris? I can't make out the name far away. Everybody saying hi. Wow. Okay. I see. A lot of people saying all fun stuff. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, hi, everybody in YouTube land. Well, see, your penguin has to look like this, the front half of me. Look, you look like a penguin. You're a penguin. Okay, you make a penguin. Okay. So, now, here comes the fun part. With the penguin, you get the top hair. Let's see, there goes like that. Yeah. You get this let's see, I'm trying to make it out. The fuzzy stuff makes it hard. I should have did this in so it shows up better in felt, but I want to make it fuzzy. Now on the top here, let's see. You see this top part of the head? This has a point, and this has a notch here. Let me show you on the pen if I can get to it with Puppy in the way. You can't really see what I'm trying to show you on the fuzzies, but this is the body. We sewed our wing into this notch. So this is the back. The back. The head has a square top. You see the square top up here? See this point over here? Straight line. This is where your wing went. This is the front part of the thing. What you're going to do is you're going to sew this square point of your pattern to here, to where, see that, where that notch is? That notch is going to follow where the wing is. This notch is to hit where the wing is. And then this goes, and then the foot will go down to this notch over here. See this notch over here at the corner here? The doggy's in the way. This corner over here. So that's what we're doing. We're sewing that, and then we're going to sew the other half on the other side. So I'm going to do that now. Hey, Puppy, you're being funny, aren't you? I tried to show people something. I got to show them how to sew this toy. Yes. They got to sew it the right way. Oh, what's ain't going to have no penguin looking like a penguin. Right? We want to make it look like a penguin. So I'm sewing the. So this to show what I'm talking about. Uh-huh. Mhm. Yeah, I bet you didn't realize how much work goes into making a little toy, huh? Yeah, and how much time it takes to make one. Yeah. Well, this is live, so I didn't have time to edit things out. I'm doing it live. But you see what I mean? Where the wing is, see the wing? See the please here from this one where the top is? You got the square top of that. You got that, see? And then that notch, this notch that was on this side, the wing area. See, now it's starting to look like a penguin. Can you see? You see the penguin? Yeah, look like a penguin. Yeah. Let's get this rest of this going. Yeah. Okay, let's get this going. I'm sewing up the penguin. And I'm sewing up the penguin. By the way, if you look at the video I did, Little Froggy, the background music that was used in Little Froggy, I'm going to give a shout to Clinton Branch, which is also, he also nicknamed himself as, what was his, what did he call himself? Oh, I forgot his nickname. Oh, he nicknamed himself, I can't remember his nickname, he had a nickname. Ooh, I can't remember it right now, but a shout goes out to you, Clinton. He's the one who gave me permission to use the beautiful music that was put in the background of the animated cartoon that I made. And it made it sound beautiful. So I want to thank you again, Clinton. You're a wonderful friend. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm getting a arm licking. I think this dog thinks I taste good. All right, let me thread my the needle. I need some more. Ow, pinchy. Yeah, a little more white thread. Now we do the other side of the penguin. Uh, when I was younger, it was easier for me to thread needles. As I got a little older, it's a little more challenging. There we go. I got it. Let me thread the needle. Now I try to get those black fuzzies out of my way. There's so much fuzzies. Oh, you gotta see a mess. A little tiny black. I didn't use that much of that black. Every time I use that black plush stuff, it gets all over the place. I had an order to make a large penguin, a 9 foot size, gigantic penguin. And I used this plush. These are just some of the scraps that were left over from that project I made for somebody, one of my friends. Uh, Actually, if you go to bigplush.com, you will see a lot of toys I designed for them. The big gigantic monkeys and stocking monkeys and big apes and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, I did all that. Yeah, I used to be a toy maker at a company. First started out C&T Plus Toys. And this was in New York years and years and years ago. I'm going back 40 years, about 40 years. So I've been making these stuffed animals for a long time. Actually, I've been my very first stuffed animals I did when I was about 8 years old or even six even. I started making things out of stockings. I was started with making real stocking monkeys out of real stockings. Then when the Flying Nun came out in 1976, I mean 67. I'm dyslexic, so you write the numbers. I'm talking. I used to make Flying Nun dolls, stocking dolls. Yeah, they came out kind of cute. I liked them. I used to make them for people. And I got a kick out of it. And at that time, my mom and my whole family, we were kind of, didn't have not much money. So I wasn't able to really get that many toys I wanted. And I never made the toys I liked. Praise the Lord, I was an artist. So I always used to make my own toys. My mom used to give me old clothes and old stockings and old stuff. And I used to make things with them. And she was a seamstress, and my father was a presser. They used to work in a fabric garment industry. We were this way back in New York when New York used to make clothes. Yeah, there used to be clothes factories in New York. It was wonderful. They always used to make me come over. People liked all the work I did. They used to give me tons and tons of scraps of fabric. I used to make doll clothes from all my dolls. I used to watch them make clothes. That's how I learned how to make clothes for my dolls. They gave me threads, and I was having fun, and I learned how to make all kinds of stuffed animals. So I've been doing this stuff since I was 8 years old, even younger. I guess I was sewing and sewing. You know what the funniest thing? My full name, R G Jubilee. Actually, my full name. My middle initial has an A, so it's really RAG, rag. I don't know. Maybe Lord had some humor. I started out making rag dolls, rag. I don't know, but I think that's kind of funny. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's show you what I've done. I will saying that. A little bit of my history. Okay, see that? Your penguin should look like this. I sewed the back, the two black pieces on. And you got your feet, and you got your head. See how that is? Yeah. Then we got a square topped head here, see? Then we got this thing here. Now, this thing here, let me show you in the pattern, because this is too fuzzy to make out. This is what it looks like. You can't tell it's a fabric, but let me show you here. See where the white is? See where the square top is? See where you got these 2 points? If you remember on fabric, on the picture, this would be like this. See, you got the square top, the square there, and then on the other side. You have to match. See this notch? This notch has to match here. Go to the center where the head is. See? And match to that one. So what you're doing is you're sewing that like that. So you keep a good center on it. So let's sew this on first, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I lost my glasses. Let's see. Let me see if wow, I got a lot of people. Somebody said, "Oh, very cool penguin." Oh, okay. Let's see some people. Hi, R G Jubilee. Oh, I see you. Oh, hello. Hi, everybody. I see you. I see what you're saying. If you have any comment, but okay, enough. I know she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. I can't. Hey, you're right here. Look, the video there. See, look, show you that way. Look your face. See that? That way. That way. Got fuzz in my mouth, and I got dog mouth on my mouth. The joy of life. Okay. I guess she just loves me. What can I say? The dog is probably wondering, who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? What am I doing? I'm gonna lay down over here and get in the way of the picture again. Okay. I'm sewing this face on. This part's a little. You gotta make sure you got the sentence, And when you sew a spur, which I should have never used this spur, because it's supposed to give me a hard time. It's okay. I get it. I overcome the fuzzies. Okay. You should have it looking like that. You get the sewn on there. Now, what you can do with your SDS string, your thread, down the back of the head, just sew this all the way down to the point. See the point? Sew this point all the way down here. And then we'll sew the other side all the way down, and I'll show you where it goes. We'll show you on the paper pattern what I'm talking about. It's more clearer. What you've done already now is sewn from here. What I'm going to have you do now is we're going to be sewing with the rest of the thread this down to the back, see? So you do that, and then we'll do it on the other side. And then continue going all the way down to the back up to this point. And I'll show you what to do after that. Okay? Let's do that now. Okay. I did the first part, see what I mean? Going down to the back. I'll give you a fit what it looks like. See when you turn it up, cute, that's gonna look. Got a little fluffy head, isn't it? So you're turning that. This is the top of his head. That's what we're doing. Now, I say you push your wing. Make sure you push your wings inside. And the back, see this side? We're going to seam this down. We're going to match up with the other seam in the back. And we're going to go all the way down to the point of where his tail is. Now, not all the way down. Don't go all the way down. Leave this open in the center. Go up to by here and by here, and leave it open over here. So we got a stuffing hole so we can stuff them up. Unless you want to keep the stuffing hole down here. It's up to you. Because you have to close this part. I'll show you how that works afterwards. Go to where this point is. Well, actually, you can do, I just realized, it makes it easier. See the back of the butt? Go down, sew up to here. You can leave your stuffing hole here, or you can leave it down here, but I prefer it over here. It's easier to stuff and to sew in the back, so it go, it's over here. This piece has got to go underneath. You got to sew this. It makes it harder to get under there, and it'd be a smaller hole. So if you put a stuffing hole from here to here, it would work better for you to get your hand in there and stuff it up good. Okay? That's what I prefer. That's how I do it. Oh, I got to thread a needle again. This time I use black. Wee, it's a boo-boo. It's a boo-boo. Yeah. Gonna have to take a good shower after this. I'm all covered in fur. Plush fuzz and penguin fuzz and all kinds of fuzz. Fuzzy Wuzzy was. As all you kids and people out there ever heard this funny story? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. But Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Now, how could a bear be a Fuzzy Wuzzy if he has no hair? That's like little Froggy. How can you be a frog with no legs, right? This little flipper feet. Something to make you laugh. Praise the Lord. We have to have faith, just like little Froggy did. Faith. And through faith, we're going to get through this, everybody. Look up to the Lord. He'll help us through this serious situation. Keep yourself occupied and think on good things, on joyful things, on fun things, on everything that's beautiful, everything that the Lord has created. It'll be little dogs that like to lick your mouth and their hands, or making little penguins that bobble along. See how Peggy is coming? He's coming like you, isn't he? So in the back. Let's see. As I'm sewing it, you can build another Chunky Cheese animatronic. I'm just wondering, am I going to build? Somebody wants me to build, what's his name? Jason? Jason, you like Chuck E. Cheese? I see you want me to make animatronics. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do another video with the Chuck E. Cheese that I made. And I'm going to show you how he was built. He's designed in a way where I can take him apart without damaging him, because I have seen he was pinned together in certain parts. Because I did that on purpose, so in case later on I want to do adjustments with putting circuit boards inside, or in case anything mechanical goes wrong, I get easily inside it and fix it so it don't break down. It's one of the good things too when you break an animatronic, to make it with either Velcro or pins or a seam that you can just lightly stitch. Get out of the way, I'm talking. Lightly stitch and you can get inside if anything goes wrong with the mechanics, because occasionally you have to fix things and adjust things, especially if sometimes a servo motor don't work right after a while, or you want to replace it, or if you want to add something else to it or add another movement. It's up to you how to make stuff. I'll do a video of the skeleton work, how I do the animatronics. I was going to make them with Aaron and all. I made like the whole big rocket fire explosion thing. I thought it was going to be a big thing. But I tell you, it costs too much money to do all the process. It takes about $500 to make the thing. About a year-long work to build the thing. It took about a year to make and figure it out. About $500 worth of stuff. Then by the time it was sold on eBay, and by the time I gave half the profit to Aaron for the copyright permission to use it, at the end of the whole project, I got like $750 from all that work. But $500 out of that $700 was my my stuff I made. So I only made about $200 something on all that work. And you know what? It doesn't pay. That's why I'm not gonna make all that work again like that. It doesn't pay. That's why I'm not gonna sell big animatronics like that. Because and then if they break down, I have to worry about it being because it's expensive. But by the time it gets all sewn and all the other expenses, it's over double the amount of money. It's like it's not worth it. I'm not making hardly anything on it. I make more money on making puppets. I'm gonna be still probably making the puppets. That's where I get a better profit. But the mechanical stuff is too expensive. The motors cost a lot of money. The wiring, all the mechanical parts you have to stick inside it to get it to work. Then I gotta all the time it takes to make it move. All the time to build it. It's not easy. It takes hours to get the thing to work right. One of those things take about one of my animatronics could take me anywhere from 3 months to a year to get it to work right and to look right. Sometimes I make it over and over again until it comes out right. And that's how I do it. And you know what I did? I closed my stuffing hole as I was talking. So I'm gonna leave the hole open on the bottom of this one. I got into sewing and talking at the same time and not really paying attention to what I was doing. So I hope I answered their question about why I don't make any more animatronics right now. Unfortunately, they're too expensive right now at the moment, and I don't got no money right now to buy any more motors and rubber and all the other stuff that's needed. Like I'm saying, it costs a lot of money to make these things, and my budget died. Now I gotta say, this is the first one I'm doing that I closed the back on. So I closed the back without realizing I was doing that. So I'm talking to you. Uh, so I'm gonna leave the back closed on this one because I know I'm gonna open it up again. Now, being I closed the back, like I say, you can leave the stuff in hole here, or you can leave it down here. So in this case, I left it down there. So I closed it up to here on the bottom. And I'm leaving this open, but I'm gonna close. I'm gonna where this part is, I gotta close this little tip because underneath here, see this piece? Where's the belly? Let me find the belly. Remember the belly piece where the feet were? You close this in underneath, see? And you sew that closed. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. See, this is where we left it open. You had the feet on here. This was little piece here, and this is on the bottom. And I sewed it up to here. So I have to sew a little bit here, and then I'm gonna close these on here. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. What's the next step? Another drink. I just swallow some more plush. Ugh. I don't like this fuzzy stuff. Ah, okay. There we go. Gotta go. The tip here. See this little tip here. I have the hole here. I'm gonna sew this tip. And this where the feet are. This goes into the center and this gets closed. And you close all this, and your penguin should be all done. It's the last step. Let me do it now. You know what it is? This plush doesn't let me see what I'm doing. Heads up. If you're not an experienced toy maker, don't use this super fuzzy fabric because it's confusing. You have to know really what you're doing when you work with this stuff. That's why I sewed the whole clothes by mistake. I didn't realize what I was sewing until I realized what I was sewing. See, yeah. And I was talking to you guys about the animatronics and let's see. I'm gonna probably do a video. I'm gonna show you how I made the Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, everybody likes Chuck E. Cheese. If anybody is interested in that Chuck E. Cheese, it's about $2,000. I would show it up because, like I said, it's expensive. I first got to get the copyright permission. I could do that because half the profits got to go to them. They want to create it to the character. And maybe if Aaron could do it, because he was part of the Chuck E. Cheese, so I think he had. I don't know. See, I have to worry about that. I don't like to sell anything that I don't got the permission and I don't get their royalties. Actually, they're the ones that do good. Yeah, but I don't care. I want somebody to be happy. I thought it was going to be a big thing, but I wanted to produce those for everybody and have Aaron and all. But like I said, it's too expensive. You need thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to produce something and put it out in the market. The production fees and it's not cheap. And that's what stops. That's what stopped Aaron also made those little Billy Bob animatronic dolls. It was a lot of money for him to produce those, and he did the quality. I wanted to get some quality. Uh, there's a lot of technology goes into that stuff. You got to make thousands of them to get a good price on it. You got to make a whole trailer load, a whole millions of them to get a good price. You can't just make 100 or 200 because it costs a fortune. You got to make millions to get a good profit. The more you make, the more money you make. That's usually how it works. Because don't forget, for them to do her toy into production, they got to make the molds. You got to pay the people make the molds. Uh, you got to make you got to the people who makes all the motor parts, all the servos and all electronics. You got to pay those people to make those parts. You got to pay the people to do all the fabric work, the clothes and all the outfits. It's another bunch of people to do work on that. Then you got to, of course, pay for the royalties. The copyright owner has got to get a good profit on his copyright. Got to get the royalties, which cost a fortune. And then you got to have the money to produce all of them. And you need like millions of dollars. I don't got that. I can't do it. If anybody wants to help me do it, and I got the permission by the people that want it to be done, we'll do it. But there's no money to do that. I can't do that. I would love to do that. Believe me, if I was rich, I'll do that. But I can't do that. I gotta do what I can do. So that's about what I'm talking about. That's the only reason why. I mean, I could make an animatronic for you, original. That's be your design. And I would just charge you what it cost, for the parts, the time, the labor, depending on what you want me to make and how much, what kind of fabric and what it cost. The prices can start from anywhere from. It depends on how many servos too. For one movement animatronic that would just sway back and forth, or just a mount movement, but you have to get your own controller. Now this is not with the controller. I would have to get at least $500 for it. That's without the shipping and handling and the Amazon. Of course, I have to add all that on. But I have to be able to make a $500 profit on it because it's cost half that for the supplies to make the thing. So if we break half of 500 down, that's my income on that. And if I don't get that income, I that would do it because it takes about it takes about anywhere from 6 months to a year to build, depending on how complicated. So that is why I didn't do that. And it has been end if it comes broken in the mail or the shipment doesn't work right or if somebody doesn't pick them up right and because they're not really perfectly. They're not like something you buy in the store, they're all handmade so they can break easy and then somebody's gonna say, I got it broken and then I don't want to go into all that. So it's too much money. I can't afford to lose money on it. So that's why I decided not to do it. But I make puppets, make stuffed animals. I can make you build you one, and then you put your own circles and animation in it. Or I could build you one, and whatever. It depends. But yeah, I can't guarantee how it comes back to you in the mail. Let's leave a hand now. Here I turned the penguin inside out, and this is what your blue penguin should look like. See? And that's the penguin. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff it up. Let's stuff him up and see what it looks like. And get some stuffing. I'm going to stuff up the penguin. What I will start with first is I'll go into the beak first. And you want to stuff his beak first. Make his beak nice and make it nice and stuffed. And then stuff his top of his head, his whole head. Okay, that's the top of his head. And now more stuffing into his body. So you got to stuff up the penguin. Stuff. This is the part that kids, if you have kids, this is the part that kids will love. You can make these for Christmas presents. That's why I've also picked penguin too. So you could be making these for Christmas. And you could dress them up too. Put a little Christmas hat on it. Put a little scarf and ribbon around its neck. And then I'm going to glue on some googly eyes. I'll show you how it looks. And you can use a hot gun glue, which is the best thing to do because it stays on good. You could also use industrial glue. And if you get those push-on eyes, you can use that too. Or you can even glue felt pieces or sew felt pieces on for eyes if you don't want to do that. Or embroider eyes on it by hand. The eyes are up to you. You can design the eyes however you want to make them. You can custom make this penguin to look like what you want it to look like. And after you stuff them all up, you'll have a happy little penguin. Let's see how cute that you can customize with your own eyes. Let's show you. Get some eyes. What you can do. I make it look pretty. Of course, you have to sew up your hole on the bottom. What I would do to close the hole is I will use a loop stitch and gather the fur together very carefully and stitch it. But that I don't have to show you. That you can do. Now, you can get a bag of wiggly eyes like this. I just buy them in Walmart or the Dollar Tree. Usually on holidays, you find these at a good price. If you want, you could put large eyes on your penguin. See? You put big eyes. Just giving you some ideas what you can do. You put big eyes on them if you want. But this is more for when I make the owl. Let's see. When I made the owl, I used the big eye for the owl. They're too big I think they're too big for the penguin. I usually like using the small eyes like I did on this dove. But you notice they're all similar the same way. So the dove has a tail. His feet's in them. Hopefully all sews the same way. It's just that the pieces are all one piece. On the dove, it's all one piece. Pretty much the chest is not separate. The chest and the head is all one piece. I'll show you the patterns. They're different. And then of course, can't reach the other one. The birds are all the way on the other back. I have to get up to get to that. Well, yeah, I got to show you the Connie, the star of the Froggy movie. This is her. Remember little Froggy? This is Connie. Maybe the next video, I'll show you how to make Connie and little Froggy. I got little Froggy also. Eh, eh. So I figured she was the first one I made. And I made a lot of these for people at Christmas. They all loved it. And I can put she here. She got hair on her head. She's different. See, I use the small eyes. I like the small eyes. They're better. Let's see what the penguin looks like with the medium size. Let's see. Well, you could also get that pattern and break it apart and be creative with it too. Make your own original. See, I think the smaller, if I can show you what it looks like, I think the smaller size eyes look good. See, you can put any kind of eyes on you want. I also have another size a little bit bigger. Unless I put on the little big, oh yeah, this size will look even better. The neck, this is the eye. Here we go. That's the one I'm going to use. It's a little bit bigger than the small ones I used for the other ones. It's slightly bigger, but I think they look the best. Let's see. Whoop, it fell off. Where'd it go? It fell on his foot. Gravity. Can you show? I'm going to put them more on the side. I had to balance them on the nose, but I think that size eye would go good. I want you to figure out what kind of eyes you want on your bird. You can dress them up with everything. If you want to make a Christmas hat, you can put a Christmas hat on its head. Or you can buy ones that are already made to put on its head. Or you can get scraps of plush like this. I have a scrap of plush right here. I'll show you what you can do. Or you can use a ribbon. I would probably get a piece of plush or felt. I'll just give you some ideas. I think piece of strip of plush, and yeah, make it look like a little scar. Put a little fringe on the bottom. I think the little penguin. Let's see. Put it above. Yeah, I think this is just for the video. Well, I think you can make a little sky. See, you can customize and make. It's up to you now. I showed you how to make the penguin. You put your own eyes, your own clothes or decorations you want to do on it. Let your imagination run wild with this little guy and enjoy making them. And if you want, show me some photographs. And you can pin up some photographs or show me some videos or however you can send it to me. I don't know how we do that. I'm not too techy and that kind of stuff, so please bear with me when I make mistakes on that. I'm just learning this stuff, some of this stuff. It's a little, technology is always changing. Once I learn one way to do something, they come up with something new. I don't have none of those techie phones and stuff. Can't afford that stuff, so I have mediocre stuff I work with. I live by faith every day. And I just share what Lord's gifted me with. So make your little penguin, and I think he came out beautiful. You all can make these cute little guys. Yeah. And if anybody wants to name it, give me a name. Give me a shout out what kind of name you want to name this little penguin. And if I pick that name, I'll give a shout out to you in the next video. So here's a contest. Give me names for this penguin. And this penguin will be named. And you'll get a great shout out. And, and you tell me what kind of thing you want me to show you how to make next on the next video. Which bird are you interested in making? A cano, a dove, or blue jay I showed you in the beginning. I think this one looks a little fatter than this one because of the plush I use. They're all going to look different. It's the matter of the type of fabric you use. What's the difference between all these animals? It's the fabric that I use. See the owl? The owl is about like almost as far as the penguin because that's the way the plush is. And the the dove is all one piece with a separate piece with the paws on the head. The dove and this are basically almost the same pattern, believe it or not. It's just that the top piece here was split in two pieces. And I used two different plushes. I used a different plush back here. The wings are the same. Now this I didn't line. Some of them you get away if you don't want to put a lining on them. I just didn't have the color I wanted to use. I figured I mean this is a very thick fur. If you use a thick plush, you don't really have to line it. It's up to you. And the tail was a little short on this one. And I used orange feet. It's basically the same way. Let me show you the difference in the pattern. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Before I sign out. Looking for the patterns. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get them. I know I'm wonderful. I got, when you're making a video, you put everything in front, especially when you got a dog and put I'm looking for the rest of the patterns. Where did they all go? Oh, by the way, this is the penguin. It's the toy. Look how cute it came out. I sketched. Oh, here they are. Here's the different patterns. Let me show you. On the Kano, this is the Kano pattern. I don't know if you can see it, but on the Kano pattern, the body is all one piece. See, the chest piece is all connected. And then the face is done separate. It's broken off. And he added the chest piece here. So it's the same exact way, but to see the top of the head split it. So this could be fur, and this will be regular red plush. This is the one I'm going to show you how to make next time. If you can, here's a peep. I don't know if the picture is the dog's in my way, so I don't know if you're going to get a good shot of this. But this is the Kano pattern. Ooh, dog, I'm trying to be. I'm going to have to do that in the next video because the dog is kind of in my way. But I'll show you on all of them. This is just a brief to show you how I did it. And this is the blue jay. See, blue jay got a bigger tail. The dog is in the way here. Blue jay got a bigger tail. Maybe you can photograph it like that and enlarge it. There we go. I have to look this way so I can see what I'm doing. Dog's in my way. Okay, that's basically what I have. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun. Whoops, I dropped the pen. My owl went flying. See you later. Well, I hope you had a lot of fun making penguin with me. And give me a name. Let's see. Somebody says that. You can name him Penguin Pure. Funny. I gotta see. I can't really read it from the distance. These glasses don't. I'm gonna look at all the names, and then I'm gonna pick the best one. Okay, that sounds nice. Okay. Flurry. Is that a special cartoon character name or is that original? Flurry. Flurry. Flurry? Fluffy. Somebody said fluffy. Somebody said flurry. Oh. It seems like a lot of people are saying that name. I guess Fluffy is, well, maybe Fluffy gets the fur, right? Fluffy. Okay, I'm going to pick the best name and I'll shout it out in the next video. Until then, this is R G Jubilee saying bye for now and keep crafting. Have fun. This is me signing off. See you around. Bye. I'm going to end it now. The YouTube's telling me, do I want to end the video now? Yes, I do. Goodbye, everybody. This is Oh, Precious and I saying goodbye.